All right, Lumberjacks, welcome back to another Forestry Friday. A little bit of a late start tonight. Just I guess had some updates for my graphics card and whatnot, and I'm currently fighting with my cat. Give me a second here. Yeah, we're gonna be playing on Mountain Cell Isolation again tonight for the stream. I've still yet to go in and fix the things I need to fix. Honestly just been so busy with other projects and work and life that I just haven't had time. But none of that will matter here because we're gonna sit back. I'm gonna play some farm sim, some FS25, and you guys get to hang out and just kind of hang out with me. So, I really, 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 really hope that I have fixed the lag issues that I was having from the last stream. Um, Again, I do apologize for that. What in the world? Oh my goodness. Why is this? Why is my game lagging? Do I have, what do I have open? Right. Let's go ahead and get a house placed down here so we can skip through the night. I did not realize that it was nighttime. Let's just put a house down. God, I forget the controls. It's been forever. Give me 1 second here. Suggest I recommend that you use a stream bit rate of 25 kilobytes per second. I have it on 8,000. That just popped up. Anyways, go ahead and skip through the night here. But yeah, not going to be a super long stream tonight, but we are going to get some stuff done. I did, okay, so the stream that I did a couple weeks ago. Okay. I might need to change some things here. Give me 1 second. Graphic settings, there we go. I'm gonna turn down my graphics because I feel like turn that off. Oh. I think that might have done the trick. Doesn't look as good, but it runs better. Yeah, anyway, so if you guys tuned in, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, basically I had started cutting a road from that way and I ended up going that way. Well, I made a new save because I got the map to upload to the server on I don't know, I think yeah, I built this road here and then I was going to use that as like a sawmill. Because the other spot for the sawmill is over that way, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try something different here. Yeah, I think this is running 1,000 times better. I just had my graphics up too high. So what do we want to do? What do we want to do? Uh, t- 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 I say I haven't played for 2 weeks, so I'm trying to reorient myself with that grass is yellow. Why is that so yellow? Sorry. Just trying to get myself straightened out here. I think what we might do, we might go ahead. Decisions. I don't know. You know what? We're just gonna cut, and we're just gonna go a direction. Actually, you know what? What I could do, what would make the most sense, is I could start clearing out the main roads, so to speak. So that way, for when others do come and join, they won't have to worry about messing with the roads. Everything will kind of already be cleared out for them. Don't know how far we'll get, but we'll get as far as we can and do what we can. And actually, I don't think anybody's really joined the server. No, I was the last one to play it back on the 15th, which is when I did the stream. I know that because the server is locked to Patreon members, which currently I have free, so big shout out to you guys for supporting me. If you guys do want to help support the channel and also have access to the dedicated server, then I'm pretty sure the Patreon link is in the description. But it's Modern Logger. If you guys want to come say hi, you know, I do have 2 tiers available. I have Timber Scout and Logging Legend. Both tiers do give you access to the server. Timber Scout is the $2 tier that allows you to join and help the farms. If you're a Logging Legend, you are able to have your own farm and pretty much run it however you want. Probably gonna keep the prices how they are, keep it fairly cheap. And the main reason behind the Patreon, if you guys really want to know, is to help pay for server cost, would be number 1, and also mod projects, which, yeah, still have to finish the article. Listen, I've been so busy with everything the last couple months, and I don't want to make it seem like it's an excuse, but I really have been busy, and I don't know, it's trying to balance everything. It's just kind of difficult, but you know, hey, that's just life. But that's life. So, anyway, so yeah, the Patreon funds do go directly to server cost and also modding projects to kind of help fund that. Like I said, mostly server costs because it was getting kind of pricey for me for a 6-slot server, which you know, technically speaking, and I still could, technically speaking, I could have just downgraded to a 4, but I I like having the option, oh boy, of having extra slots, so if a lot of people do join at once, I don't have to worry about upgrading. It's already kind of ready to go. Give me 2 seconds here. I don't have the jack pulled up. Chat rate said 1, but there's nothing in the chat. Hold on here. Yeah, because all I'm seeing on OBS is just the YouTube live control panel, but it's showing me viewers, chat rate, and views. Do. Why am I not seeing? That's odd. I have to pull it up on my phone. Cause Norton, why are you trying to bug me? Nope, go away, Norton. Because my computer does not like Farm Sim for some reason. Well, Farm Sim and streaming, but it can run Tarkov just fine. So I'm gonna pull it up on my phone, get chat pulled up on the phone, so that way I can see what you guys are saying. Give me 2 seconds here. Why is it not saying that I'm live? Give me 1 second here. There we go. Okay. I got it pulled up on my phone out here, so let's see when you guys message. Alright. Let's keep on keeping on here. Like I said, if you are, well, I guess you guys are just tuning in, basically playing on Mountains of Isolation, kind of sort of picking up where we left off last time, but not really. It's a new save, but basically I'm going through and clearing out the main roads, so when members do join, why am I losing frames all of a sudden? I literally changed nothing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think my game's broke. Now I did it. There we go. And I really don't know why it's doing that. I'm gonna have to really sit down and just troubleshoot one of these days, because I've not really changed anything. I mean, I have a new graphics card, but I got that like 2 months ago, and I mean, if anything, it should be running better. I don't know, but I do apologize. I know somebody made a comment or left a comment on one of my videos about, you know, hey, I need to, you know, get my shit together, essentially, with the stream. But hey, you know, I'm busy with other stuff, and if it's like, I apologize, it doesn't look the greatest, but I know, I just need to fix it. But anyways, Jade, he said it wasn't me. It probably was you. Yeah, I think the clearing or the landing area is right up the road here. This would also be a good time to kind of stress test the map a little bit, because I know on 22 it handled trees pretty good, like a lot of trees, but I've never really fully tested it on FS25. So we're just gonna cut away here, and we're gonna make a mess, kinda, sorta. We're still getting a little bit of missed frames. Frames missed due to rendering lag. Skip frames due to encoding. Why are we losing? It's my network. I don't know. I'm losing frames everywhere. I can't win. Again, I do apologize, but we've already started this, so we gotta finish it. If anything, it should be running better, because I have a brand new router, a brand new modem, a brand new graphics card. My computer's up to date, my drivers are up to date. Like, literally everything is up to date or updated. I mean, I know Farm Sim 25 is a little bit of a mini game, but it shouldn't be too bad, because like I said, I can run Tarkov, Escape from Tarkov just fine. Might have to look into getting a new streaming software, or maybe it's something in the streaming software that I'm not seeing. Watching it on my other screen here. It doesn't look bad. You can definitely tell it's a little jittery sometimes, but anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Just doing some logging here on Mountains of Isolation. I do want to apologize for not being as active as I had said I was going to be. I've had a lot happen the last month or so, the last couple of weeks. I've been pretty busy and quite frankly a little burnout on streaming, so and that got me thinking, like, I don't know how these people do, like the people who are like full-time streamers, I don't know how they do it. I really don't. Oh crap. No. There we go. No. There we go. I am using OBS. Yeah, mad props to the streamers who do this for a living. At my peak, when I was streaming like weekly, consistently, like it was fun, but like I said, I just kind of got burnt out on everything. Modding, gaming, recording, streaming, like it was just too much. And then I decided to, I guess, mentally torture myself uh, building a Discord bot for a 5M server that I'm playing in. Built a Discord bot for my towing company, and granted, you know, AI did most of the work, but honestly, trying to convey exactly what I wanted to AI was the most frustrating part. I've learned don't use ChatGPT for uh, bot development. I mean, okay, let me say, if you're just making a very simple bot, ChatGPT is a very good resource. Um, if you're wanted to do more advanced functions, I would definitely go with another AI, because that's the issue I was having. Is like, okay, so ChatGPT wrote the code for me. I told it what I wanted. It wrote the code, wrote the code for me. It did a pretty good job kind of doing like the basics, but when it came to the advanced stuff, it I don't know. Listen, I literally argued with the AI. I was like, listen, this is exactly what I want, and like I don't know it. So, but doing that was just like mentally demanding, and you wouldn't think it would be, but when you're sitting there and hoping the bot will, or the AI will give you the exact what you want, and then you find out that it like cut out like 200 lines, and then you got to figure out what it cut out, and then you tell it to put it back in, and it'll put it back in, and then it'll forget something else, and yeah. So, needless to say, I spent like a week working on that, but it works now. And actually, I think JD is in that Discord with that bot, and pretty much I've opened it up to where people that are in that Discord can just spam the buttons as much as they want to try to break it, because I've only ever tested it with just me in the system, but yeah, it like tracks jobs. There's a driver panel, so when they're in city, they can track a job. It'll automatically calculate their pay, the company's pay, and then depending on what type of tow it is, will also factor into the price, and then like what resources they use. So jerry can, tow truck, another truck, like that's all factored in, and then the manager can then go in and mark a driver as paid. So like if they pay, so it's all basically, it's a way for me to keep track of expenses for towing company in game. As manager options as well as driver options. It's pretty robust. I'm actually pretty thrilled with the way it turned out. Oh no, don't fall. No, don't fall. Actually, wasn't even going to talk about. Where am I going? What's going on? There we go. Yeah, I wasn't even really going to even talk about that. I was just going to, leave it be and not really mention it. But yeah, here we are. Just trying to find things to talk about. So yeah, I've been working on that, and it works good. I'm happy with it, and I'm not going to touch it anymore. I'm not going to change anything unless it breaks, because yeah, I found out the more I tried to add to it, the more it broke. But what I wanted to add to it needed to be, there we go, needed to be part of it to get it to do exactly what I wanted. So yeah. Also, so I'm gonna throw this in here too. As far as the Tiger Cat yarder goes, listen, it's one of those things that's I don't know. It's kind of a love-hate relationship at this point with that thing, because it's like I know what I need to do to get it done. It's literally just blender work, but finding the time, finding the motivation to do said blender work is another thing. So as of now, it's kind of in a standstill. There's really no work that's been done to it. I think the fixes are kind of simple, but it's one of those things. What is going on here? I am struggling. Yeah, it's just one of those things I just like, I don't want to. One of these days, it'll probably be, you know, Farm Sim 36 or something, or Farm 6 32 before it comes out. Goodness. Wish there was a better way that they could name games. Sorry, just random thought. So, you know, every time a game comes out, it's always the next year. So, you know, I think the next game will be FS27. And then it'll be 29, 31, 33. I mean, I know there's a lot of numbers, and I'll never see, you know, a Farm Sim 999. But you would think that there'd be a better system, because like literally almost every game uses, well, I'd say quite a few games use that layout. You know, sports games use that layout. Yeah, sports game, Farm Sim. I'm trying to think. I've been playing a lot of Battlefield. Yeah, Battlefield doesn't use the 2025 or 2K25 or 2K26. I think 1, 4, 5, 2042, 6. Because let's be real here. 90% of the games that are labeled in the name of it and the year are literally the same game with just newer features. Take any sports game, it's basically the same thing. I mean, I understand that things get updated and there's better game engines and stuff like that, but it's literally the same game, just newer features. Oh, and that's another thing too. I was talking to one of my coworkers the other day who's a gamer, and we were talking about the size of video games are just ridiculous. Like, I think I forget what game it was. Might have been the new Black Ops 6 coming out. I think he said it was like 500 gigs or some redonkulous number. Like, I get that games are becoming more advanced, but you know, here before too long, in order to play anything, you're gonna need like 10 terabytes worth of storage. Like, it's just crazy how much games have advanced in their size, features, and stuff like that. Yeah, we were just kind of chit-chatting about that the other day, and I'm just like, sheesh. Back in my day. Oh wow. Did not realize I cut that many trees down. I think we're gonna switch gears. Start processing here. Game settings. you mean I don't have permission? I am the permission. Settings. Season growth. I have not changed any of this. 2 days. Off. Disaster destruction. Okay. Yeah. Off. 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 There we go. Yes, so we need a processor. I think we've kind of leveled out a little bit with the lag. I mean, it's still a little jittery. Like I said, I do apologize for that. I've looked into it. Apparently, I need to look into it more. Apparently. Right. Processor. Why not? We'll go with this chunky boy. Don't have enough money. Ugh. Turn my graphics down. Now my game looks like a potato. We need a truck to transport this with. What do I have for trucks? Now I know JD is probably watching right now. He's like, I know what he's thinking. He's like, I have that truck, but it's better than what you have. It probably is. I haven't really updated the mods since I put Mounts of Isolation on, so what's on here is what's on here. I mean, hey, it works, so why not? It's not broke, don't fix it. We'll set up heavy duty front bumper. No, tapered cap style. Actually, I'm not gonna get too crazy with. Oh, I can't even change the color on that. Say, I'm not gonna get too crazy with the options because I'm literally gonna lease the truck. Unless I can find a cheap one here. Hold on. I thought I had one. Yeah, this bad boy. That's to do the trick. Chassis 2. There we go. This should be able to pull an FDR machine, no problem. All right. Sure, we'll put that and that, and yeah, why not? We'll put that on. Bumper, yep, looks good. Looks good. Good enough for me. Might regret my decision to go cheap, but I guess we'll find out. Wait, 23,000. Okay, so I have 23,000. I don't know if I'm gonna get anything for less than 25 or 23. Gotta be a way. We're gonna figure this out. It might work. It might not. Oh, darn it. I got the wrong hitch set up on this. So we need that kind of hitch, hopefully. Forgot how loud this stupid truck is. I don't know how well this is going to work. If it will. I think we're going to side load this. I mean, hey, if it works, it works. Right. Okay. Okay, we're on here. Oh, okay. Oh, she's on there. Yeah, I figured this was gonna happen. Give it a little boost here. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. Get some momentum going, I should be alright. Alright, yeah, that's not gonna work. So, I'm gonna cheat a little bit here. Won't tell no one. Oh wow, look at that. I made it over here. Magic. I totally brought this over on that trailer that was definitely made for the goodness. Alright, cool. I think we're gonna do sixes. Six is typically what I go for. Okay, what is going on here? I'm struggling. What you mean I'm not allowed to cut that tree? Probably because this isn't my property. Typically we are on one. But actually, hold on. Let's do it this way. How far away from my property am I? Okay. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna do this, but don't tell nobody. Farmlands. Oh. Just for this. Just so I can cut these. So for when people join, it's done. Yeah. There we go. Oh, I hate that option. The stupid auto cut. Where the heck is it? There we go. Seem to be running a lot better now. At least from what I'm seeing on my end, it definitely looks like it's running a lot better. Hopefully everybody's had a good week. I know it's been a little cooler in the mornings, and hasn't been as hot, which is always nice. Definitely getting to become hoodie weather, and I love my hoodies. I literally wear the same hoodie every day. It's a green Carhartt, but I freaking love that hoodie. And it's like a it's not the zipped up one. I'm not a big fan of the zip up hoodies. I don't know why. I'm just not a big fan of these dipper. So yeah, if you guys are just tuning in, thank you guys for tuning in. I am playing on my dedicated server, which is currently Patreon tier locked. So in order to join the server and play, you need to have one of the two Patreon tiers. You got Timber Scout and Login Legend. Both will give you access to the server and the mods, and will also give you some additional benefits. All the profit from both of those tier go directly back into the server or modding projects. So if you're wondering where your money goes, that is where it goes. Mostly into server costs, because servers can get kind of expensive. Even just having one kind of got a little expensive. But yeah, if you are interested in joining, there is a link in the description. And then also there's a link to the Discord if you guys want to come and join that. And yeah. But we are logging here on Mountains of Isolation, a map that I made back in 2017, or no, 18. It was either 17 or 18 because I made it for FS19 because I was really tired of not having a good decent login map, so I set out and made my own, and kind of converted it over through the different games. Made a lot of changes, still have a lot of work to do to it, just little small details that I need to work on, but it is my map, and I'm pretty sure that the download for the FS22 version as well as the 19 version are available in my Discord. Can't remember where exactly. There's a channel called Modern Logging Mods. There's a Google Drive link in there that has those maps as well as every other modding project that I've worked on. And being a Patreon member, if you do join, you do get early access to any mod that I do release. So when the Tiger Cat Swing Yarder comes out, if you are a Login Legend tier, you will get that before everybody else does. It will be public after a while, but that is a long ways off because, like I mentioned earlier, I have not worked on it at all. Haven't even looked at it for probably a month. This is one of those things. It's like, I know the fixes for it are super simple, but very time consuming, and I just don't want to. Not that I don't want to, I just can't really, I guess, appoint the extra time or whatever the term would be towards that right now. Because it's literally one of those things where you sit down for hours and, go around and fix stuff, just nitpicking stuff. And, yeah. It is kind of nice to see the view count kind of go back up. I think we were at 8 views with 4 people watching at one time, which is amazing. And honestly, it's pretty encouraging considering that I haven't really been around the last year, really. I haven't really been around this year. So it is encouraging to see that you guys are still tuning in, hopefully enjoying the content. Nothing as far as how I do the streams have changed. I still try to keep them the same. I have changed a couple things. There are a couple things I would like to change, but nonetheless, I do appreciate you guys tuning in. It shows me that you guys still enjoy watching. And if you're new here, welcome to the channel. Mostly just do login on FS25. Well, I guess the farming simulator series. Occasionally I will do some farming, but it's very rare. It's kind of like one of those once in a while. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that rare, but I do farming every once in a while and a little bit of construction every once in a while too. Which, if you do come and join the server, you are more than welcome to do whatever you please. If you want to farm, you can farm. If you want to dig and mine, you can do that. If you just want to log, that's fine. Or if you just want to get the Timber Scout role and just kind of help out on the farms, help me out, do some logging, that is perfectly fine. There is no expectation for when you do join. And also, I do want to put this out there and see what you guys think. If it's something that you think you guys would be interested in, I would not be opposed to opening a public server. So this is kind of the setup that I had before I switched back to a paid type server. Well, okay. So at one point it was everybody can join, and then I switched it to you have to have Patreon, and then realized, you know what, don't really need it, switch it back to free. But then I switched back to paid because of server cost, and also there was like 30 some people with the logging crew role who literally never joined. So I wanted to be, if you're truly dedicated to playing, then I want you to come join. I want you to come have fun. If you have questions about logging or want to learn how to log, at least in Farm Sim, I'd be more than happy to show you guys, teach you guys, that type of thing. But yeah, I would not be opposed to making a public server. It'd be one of those things where literally anybody could join, could log. If it became popular enough, you guys could even help manage said server. There might be a possibility where I would give some control over what mods are uploaded, that kind of thing. I mean, I obviously wouldn't want it to be like a Wild West type ordeal, but kind of have as a way to give back to you guys for being awesome. And the other thing too is I know a lot of people are still playing FS25. In fact, my one Patreon member is still playing FS25, or sorry, FS22. Depending on how many people sign up for the Patreon, I also wouldn't be opposed to opening a 22 server back up. Because there are some times where I'm just like, you know what, I kind of want to play 22, but I know 22 still has a pretty big following. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Oh wow, what is going on with my voice? Let me know what you guys think about that. You can reach out on Discord, email, make a comment on this live stream, and just kind of let me know what you think about that, and we'll go from there. And yeah, we're gonna get these. Oh no, I hope I didn't glitch it out. Nope, we're good. We're gonna get these last couple logs cleaned up. Probably won't get them to the mill today, or at least, yeah, we'll at least get them processed into some rough piles, and then the next stream, or whenever, I'll come through and get these all cleaned up. What are we? How long have we been streaming for? I thought it tells me somewhere. Oh, an hour. Okay, not bad. About as long as I wanted to stream tonight, but we're gonna go ahead and finish this. Plus, my voice is getting kind of worse for some reason. Probably because I'm not used to talking this much. But, let's see here. So yeah, definitely keep that in mind about me opening up either a 22 or a public server. Actually, you know what? What I'll do is maybe I'll put a poll in my Discord where if things continue to progress, if you guys show that you are interested, I will put a poll out for either a public FS22 or FS25 server, so free to everybody, or I will do a FS22 server. So I'll put a poll out there in the Discord. I'll let you guys vote, and we'll go from there. And whatever has the most votes, we will go with. The only downside to the, you know what, I'm thinking out loud. Anyway, so yeah, we'll do a poll. I'll do a poll on my Discord, and you guys can vote if you guys want a FS25 server or an FS22 server. Then, yeah. Whew, shoot. I've been super tired here recently, so bear with me. I think a lot of my exhaustion or tiredness comes from that stupid bot that I made. Oh my gosh. I know this sounds kind of dumb, but there was nights, especially on the weekend, where I would stay up to like 2 or 3 in the morning trying to get the bot to work exactly how I want it. I know it sounds kind of dumb, and honestly, now that I think about it, it is dumb, because literally this bot is for a 5M server that I'm playing on for a towing company that I'm the owner of the towing company, but the towing company is not fully established in the city yet, because the city's kind of new. So I literally tortured myself for a week trying to get this implemented, but it's done. But yeah, there's nights where I was up probably later than I should have been. I gotta get a drink. Ugh, alright. But yeah, I know I've been pretty worn out the last couple of days, and also the weather too. Like I mentioned, the weather's been changing. It's getting a little colder, so that time of year. Oh boy. Probably gonna make a mess here. No, maybe not. I know the these piles aren't the greatest. I'm literally just trying to get these processed so we can get unloaded. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff that I want to do. I still need to go through and finish updating the titles on my live streams for 22 and 25. I already did a bulk of them for FS22 a while ago, but FS25 has kind of been like a free-for-all, so I need to update that. I also need to update Mountains of Isolation. The sound, like the environment sound, ambient sound, background, whatever you want to call it, is non-existent. So the only sound you hear is the machine. Yeah, not a super big deal, but it is something that needs updated. When you paint the ground or terraform it and you try to go back into the landscaping tools, there is no options for materials to paint back on. Again, probably a super simple fix. The biggest thing I need to do, or would like to do, is go through the file folder for the map and kind of not restructure, but make it to where it's literally it's chaos right now. And I've tried fixing it, try to get it into like a better structure, because it's what had happened is the map was converted from FS22, so there's some FS22 files left over, and it's just a mess. But that's like the biggest thing I need to do, and just kind of go through and fine-tuning some of the things. I know I've mentioned this a couple times throughout the stream, but I need to get back to working on the Arter. But that's one of those things, like I said, I'm just kind of, I don't know, kind of a love-hate relationship. Like, I want to get it done, I want to get it out there for you guys. It would be honestly perfect for this map, because this map is super hilly, but yeah. Now, if I could find someone that I know is proficient in Blender and someone that I could trust, I would gladly allow them to work on it, to get it out there, because at this rate, like I said, it's gonna be like FS20 or FS35 by the time it gets done. So yeah, I need to finish that, and then there's some things I want to do for the channel too. For the longest time, I've wanted to have like an intro for the streams, or like a start soon, and I know it's like super simple to set up, but every time I think about doing it, I try to do it, it looks like crap. And then I've thought about hiring someone to do it from like Fiverr, but then I'm just like, I don't really want to pay the money for something that I could literally probably do. And then I get something, and then I'm like kind of picky about how things are. Something like this isn't good enough, but so yeah, I do want to get a logo, not a logo, but a video introduction for both live stream and videos when I ever do record again, which is the other thing. One of these days I will live stream again, or not live. What am I doing right now? Get yourself together first. One of these days I will record and upload. When, I don't know. Will be soon, probably not, but I do plan on doing that again sometime soon. Hopefully once this server becomes more populated, because it's like every time I try to record a video, I struggle, because it's either something that I've done before or something that somebody else has done, or I record for like 4 hours and realize that, you know, I don't like the way it turned out. But yeah, one of these days I will do that again. And then I have recorded a couple videos with JMD. Never did anything with them. Never, like, I recorded gameplay, but never edited it, never uploaded it. Just kind of like, hey, I'm recording. I'm just never. I know he's been kind of bugging me for the last week or so, or not last week, but for a while now to record with him, and it's just like, when do I have the time or the energy? But, anyways, getting a little off tangent here. So, anyways, yeah, this is gonna be the last couple trees I'm gonna process here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It really does mean a lot to me to know that I do have somewhat of a fan base and that you guys are hopefully still enjoying it. I will work on the lag part for the stream. I do apologize for it being so laggy. And yeah, so that's gonna do it for this stream, and I will see you guys in the next one.